Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Sunday and the markets have dumped right here to our weekly pivot support at around 101k, while the price have lost that value area low. As you can see yesterday after my video that I was saying, after we lost that 106k level, we need to hold that value area low for Bitcoin not to see lower prices. But as you can see, after we bounced from it, we went up, got rejected this time from this POC, and then after this rejection from the POC, the price smashed through that value area low once again. But it was actually, in my opinion, just a liquidity grab like we've got right here. We are still remaining in that range. Actually, right now we are trying to push back above and close a candle above that value area once again. So if we manage to get back above in that range and break above that POC that we previously got rejected, then once again we will head up to that 106k level. And if we manage to break 106k, then the next stop will be that value area high of the range at around 107 to 108k. So basically right now it's a pretty good time to long, in my opinion, from this low here. While setting your stop loss, for example, you can do something like this. You can long here and set your stop loss below this liquidity grab, and you can target that value area high right here. So this is a pretty good trade setup, in my opinion. You're trying to gain almost 5% while you're only risking around 0.5%. So basically very good risk to reward ratio, since right now Bitcoin is pushing once again through that value area low. So we need to reclaim that in order for the price to continue to the upside. If you look at the open interest yesterday, this weekend dump, as you can see, this is basically a manipulation in the price, since, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, you gotta be very careful during the weekends because of things like this. But then right here, as you can see, the price created that bullish divergence, and then we went up and pumped to the upside. So right now it is Sunday, so not much movement in the market. So we're currently just consolidating. Open interest is currently flat, the CVD is also flat, so as I mentioned, not much movement in the markets. But if we look at the liquidity heat map, after this dump yesterday, we almost took out all of this liquidity to the downside. I was expecting actually that we maybe take out a bit more, maybe down to 99.5 or just down to 100k, so to take out these millions of liquidity sitting right here, maybe fall down below this week. But we did not actually, we just front ran that liquidity for a bit. And right now, as I said, Bitcoin is trying to regain this value area low. So in order for us to get back in the range, we need to close a candle above this value area low for confirmation. Then we can look at higher price targets once Bitcoin closes above this range again. And if you look at the Fear and Greed index, as you can see, Bitcoin is currently sitting right above the fear zone. So in my opinion, if we go down to that fear zone basically again, then I'll be looking for more long opportunities, since we've yet to come down. So basically we'll get into that greed zone if Bitcoin does not reclaim that range right here, loses it, and potentially tests 98 to 96k. Basically the previous range right here is basically 96k. Also that's the bigger range if I just enable it, as you can see. So basically if we lose this value area low right here, the next target for Bitcoin will be that POC where most of the volume is sitting of this bigger range. So basically 96k is a very key level, as you can see right here. If we lose that value area low of this range, so we need the price of Bitcoin to close a couple of candles and not lose, as you can see, this level right here in order for continuation to the upside. Now Ethereum has actually broken down out of this range. And one of the reasons that this is not only because Bitcoin is going down, the Bitcoin dominance is going absolutely parabolic. My plan that it will potentially reach that high right here and do a swing fail pattern. Basically, it will reach around here, then it will reject from this high, and then we see a dump. This scenario got absolutely destroyed, as you can see, since the Bitcoin dominance is pushing very strong to the upside. And this is also one of the reasons that the altcoins are dumping so much. You can see if we look on the daily, Solana, for example, Solana right now is also below that POC of this bigger range. Right now, the RSI is touching that 20 line, and basically the momentum waves, they are also very, very low, pointing towards the downside. So it's very possible that we see Solana go and test this lows right here, the value area low at around $123 basically. And for ETH right now, since we lost this range, we're below the range, grabbing this liquidity, then I'm expecting a potential. I think we won't get exactly this targets right here of around 188,000 basically. I don't think we can go all the way down to this range. Maybe we'll front run it a bit to around 2000 or 2050 in my opinion, and then we'll get a bounce. But as I mentioned, we need Bitcoin dominance to start dropping, and we need Bitcoin to actually be able to hold this range right here. Since you can see right now on the daily, our momentum waves are still clipping down, and our RSI also still to the downside. It did not exactly touch that 20 line, as you can see, but we are still to lose that range yet. Once Bitcoin loses this range, it will be testing this 96k level in my opinion. Then we'll probably see more bleeding for the altcoins. For example, if you look at Hype right here, you can see after this rejection from $45, Hype got absolutely a massive dump, down almost 30%. The momentum waves is still clipping to the downside, and the RSI is very, very low, as you can see right here. So basically, the CME future markets, they will open in about 8 hours. So this will be when we will be getting that move for Bitcoin once they open. So it's possible that the CME future markets, that they will open actually to the downside, and then Bitcoin will get a bigger correction maybe. Or if they open positively to the upside, the S&P 500, if it opens above 6k, basically I'm expecting a potential push for Bitcoin also, as you can see right here. So basically, if we look at the longs to shorts ratio right now in the market, still a lot of selling pressure. As you can see, we do have today, the second day in a row, more selling pressure, more shorts opened than longs in the markets on the major exchanges. So it's just normal that price is pushing down as of right now. But once the CME future markets and the stock markets opens, then we'll potentially be getting that move to the upside. Also, if we look at the dollar right now, you can see the dollar is still right now in a downtrend, getting rejected, still creating these lower highs right here. As you can see, this say lower high, lower high, lower high. So if the dollar rejects once again to the downside, then as you know, weak dollar means strong Bitcoin. So we need to see that continuation down for the dollar in order for Bitcoin to also start pushing to the upside, in my opinion. So this will be it for today's update video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, and I'll see you again tomorrow when the markets are open. And bye.